Look at this amazing wild carrot. It's so big, like 15 centimeters. It's protected from rodents here. They cannot reach it in between the pavement, stones, concrete. You would ask me, would I eat this wild carrot from near the road? I would if I never tried the carrot, because you can always try one specimen even from a more polluted place, because it's just one specimen. Normally you eat a lot of things you don't know about its origin, and there's probably more pollution when you add it all. But I wouldn't eat it normally on everyday basis, because these city things have certain dangers. One of the dangers is heavy metals, usually lead, which used to be added to petrol to make it better for the engine. And now deposits of lead are widespread in the world along roads. It's a heavy metal, so it doesn't disappear. It can be taken out by plants, so if you have lawns which are cut and then the mass is taken away, or leaves are raked, so it is slowly removed to other places, dispersed. But of course you would be insane basing your diet on eating wild vegetables from up to 20 meters from a busy road. But I am a big fan of eating wild vegetables from city parks, from places which are less polluted, and from suburbs, from places which are newly attached to cities. Another danger is aromatic hydrocarbons, which are produced by burning fossil fuels, also from cars, and so anything which burns, and they are very carcinogenic, but they can be removed from the surface of plants by thorough washing them, and best just putting them in hot water and taking them out. Another danger is eggs of parasites. Of course, the most common danger is whipworm eggs, which can be present from human feces, and also tapeworms, eggs of tapeworms. For example, dogs and cats and foxes can pollute leaves of plants with eggs of hydatid worms, echinococcus, which is very dangerous for humans. Fortunately, eggs of parasites can be easily cleaned by just, again, dipping plants in boiling water, hot water, and keeping them for, I don't know, a minute at least, and then it works. So to sum up, I wouldn't be scared of eating wild vegetables from less busy areas of the city, but always, if there is anything which is from the ground, you should put it in hot water. I know that some people like raw salads, but I don't think it's a good place for collecting things for raw salads, unless you collect tips of leaves or flowers from bushes and trees which are higher, which are less likely to be polluted, and you can only just wash them. But if you collect it from the ground, at least dip it in hot water. It will, just dipping in hot water will preserve all the goodness of raw material, but it will clean the product. I think we should get food from cities. Wherever I travel, wherever I go to conferences and travel through a city, I often pick plants which are interesting, because in this ruderal matrix of concrete, of different climate in the countryside, different soil pH, you can often find interesting species. We should also remember that the cities are rich in ruderal plants, which are plants of disturbed habitats. They are usually more edible than forest or meadow plants, because they have less alkaloids. Plants where the competition is very high have to protect themselves. In contrast to them, plants from the city, from disturbed habitats, roadsides, building works, they are often annual, and they are often juicy and not bitter, and there are actually quite only very few poisonous plants in these ruderal communities. So I always look for this kind of plants in the city. I go near a building site, maybe in a place where they dig a cable, where they didn't sow grass, because of course lawns, there's a stupid thing called lawn, they are they're quite poor botanically. But so I don't look at lawns. I usually look at places which are scruffy, maybe behind buildings, maybe behind supermarkets, somewhere where recently some digging took place, because this digging actually extract interesting species. Now the places which are dug in the countryside are heavily sprayed by herbicides, pesticides, so it's more difficult to find the traditional annual edible weeds like fat hen, goosefoot, or other juicy, nice, tasty weeds. Look for them in the city. This place is fenced, but this is the kind of place I would look for wild vegetables if I could get in. Some recent work with soil.